But I'm nervous for this performance.
Welcome back to the Young Crabs podcast. My name is Michael.
My name's Sean.
How are you today? That was Sean playing the intro. Must say, it was all right.
It was all right.
It's all right.
It wasn't.
Do you now realise that it's not hard to do, and it's not hard to make it sound at least semi-okay?
You're shitting on everyone that uses this instrument.
What
is it called?
Harmonica.
Thank you.
Someone said to me over the weekend, I can't exactly remember who it was.
Okay.
I think it was...
I don't think it matters.
I feel real bad. It might be my girlfriend.
Ooh.
Might be an issue if she listens to this.
I was like, it doesn't matter who it is. But then you're like, when it's your girlfriend, yeah. But anyways, what is it?
I might play it safe and say, my girlfriend said this on the weekend.
Okay.
She prefers the harmonica intros a lot. She actually really enjoys listening to the start of the podcast now. So...
Did she not enjoy it before?
I don't think so.
Oh, man.
Well, I think the way it went is because in Spotify you can skip 15 seconds at a time.
Oh, yeah, on podcasts.
And so when you skip 15 seconds at a time,
it jumps straight from
it jumps past our intro end. So you miss those few words at the beginning, you know?
Yeah.
All that real vital catch up.
It's like when you watch a TV show and the intro's played, and like when you binge watching it, you're like, okay, this intro's cool, but I'm not going to listen to it every time.
You ever watch a TV show that's like it addresses you, it breaks the fourth wall, and it's like, hey idiot, this is what you missed on last episode. Shameless does it a lot. Have you watched Shameless?
No. I mean,
Okay.
I've seen ones where they go, previously on such, and they explain what happened, but not when it says you're an idiot.
No, they're like, it'll be the character walking in the street. And it's like, what are you looking at? This is what you missed last week. You would have known if you were watching. And then then I hate myself even more.
That sounds brutal. No
I
wonder
get bullied in real life and now by Netflix.
Wow. I just want to jump on and feel happy. Now I'm depressed.
Yes.
So you've got something up there on your phone, haven't you?
So
that's a lot of names.
Recently I learned that the pill that girls go on to regulate their hormones and regulate their periods, it has a lot of funky names. They're all female names.
Yeah.
They're all like I'll just read out a few.
Like brand names.
These are, so
or like types.
These are types of pills. So there's types of variations in the pill, but I think each brand has their own range.
Okay.
And some of them have like,
We have 60%
so it's like,
female audience, and they're probably like screaming at us.
They're probably like, what are you talking about? Shut up. So it's like Samsung having multiple phone brands.
Yep.
That are under different names, and Apple has the same thing.
Yeah.
And then like
that's a good analogy.
Sony does the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So each of these brands have their own names. A lot of these names just happen to be
female names,
which I just think's weird.
I think that's weird, but it's strange because someone's obviously done it and said, hey, let's just name it a female name.
Yeah.
Then the other companies have gone, we'll just do the same thing, I guess.
Yeah.
To make it easier.
Yeah.
And then everyone's just done the same thing.
Yeah.
You got the names there? Are you going to read them out?
I'm going to read through some of them. Because some of them are funny. All right. So first one, Levelin.
Ooh.
Is that it sounds like a female name.
I don't think I've ever met a Levelin before.
We have Nordette.
Nah, surely these aren't female names.
They get to the real female names.
Okay.
Now we've got Evelyn.
Yeah, okay.
Eleanor.
Yep.
What else we got?
Fair enough.
What else we got? Hang on, I need to scroll down a bit. Madeline.
Yep.
Marvelon. I don't know if that's the real one. Then we got Brenda, Carolyn, Diane, Estelle, Jean, Juliet, Layla.
Yeah.
Isabel, Yasmin, Valet, Clara, but it's spelled with a Q. A little edgy, you know?
Hey, which pill you want? Clara.
And then we've got
Q.
Zoli.
No, okay.
But I just think it's so weird.
That's definitely strange. That's
strange.
just really weird.
So imagine like you having what pill are you on? Clara.
I'm on Jean. Jean suits my hormones.
What do you think would be the male equivalent of this?
Jim? Jeffrey?
No, but like what product would be named?
Bro, I reckon they should do the same with deodorant. Don't you reckon? Because everyone uses deodorant. Not saying everyone uses, but like deodorant. Can you imagine? It's just like, bro, that smells nice. What's that?
Hey, what's
it's
that?
just Glenn.
Who's wearing Bruno?
Oh, you son of a bitch! You've got the new one. You've got the new one,
man.
Jeff. Oh, you dick.
And then they do a crossover with who's the one that makes 1 million?
Huh?
The
1 million?
brand, you know, 1 million, the fragrance, the men's fragrance.
No, I don't know.
I think
I'm not too familiar.
1 million, but no, I don't know.
David
but
Beckham?
like they do a crossover. 1 million Jeff.
1 million.
1 million Jeffs.
1 million. Frank. I think that's
the deodorant.
Decent.
I don't think
marketing.
deodorant is the equivalent to the pill.
I just think it'd be funny. Honestly, anything would work. Name any product, and it would be pretty funny.
I reckon it would be
Shampoo.
funny to do it to like protein powder.
Protein powder's good.
I think that would be funny.
You're like, bro, I'm getting swole off this Frank. Like, it's just, it's crazy. Well, Frank's a brand already. It won't be. Can't do Frank. Yeah. Frank's like the scrubs and stuff. Getting swole off Jim. Michael. Imagine that. Imagine having your own brand.
That would be good because gym works both ways.
Gym, going to the gym. And
Hey, you clean? Are you clean? No, I only take gym.
Nice.
Ah.
I'm gonna go to the gym. And then when I get home, have a big glass full of gym to get big from the gym.
Yes, Jim Beam.
Huh?
Hey, see, I'm just getting drunk.
Yes. Oh, you're on that gym. I'm sorry about this gym.
Shit.
You know what I mean?
I take gym too.
That would be very funny. You were mentioning, I've never heard of people have patches before, or like things in their arms. You were saying.
I was talking about this phenomenon.
Like it's some like extraterrestrial thing. Like
it was just something I never knew about. It didn't even occur to me that like drugs are branded. Like I know we have Panadol and Nurofen.
Yeah,
but a company
has to make them.
Yeah, but like it's just weird that they have names because you go get a prescription for something and it's just like Codamontolin or something, some random, I don't know what that would be.
Good, like made up word. Did you make that up?
Yeah. Oh, it comes from oxy,
half and half,
which is a real drug.
Oxy. Oh, I know oxy. Might not be familiar.
Yeah, but like you'll just see the drug name and it won't have a name.
Mm.
You know,
that would be good. Alcohol. Imagine alcohol, but just everything's just a bland name.
It's just the chemical makeup of the bottle of alcohol.
Can I just get a lemonade mixed with Sean, please? Thanks.
Yes.
Getting cooked off
Thank you.
Sean. But yeah, you were saying that.
I was talking to my parents about it.
Yeah.
And then my mum's like, "What do people have these days? The injections and the patches and stuff." I didn't know patches were really a thing.
I didn't know injections.
I think I'd heard a thing. Yeah, but any of our guy listeners, girls will probably be like, "You guys are freaking retarded right now."
Yeah, didn't you know this?
But you can get injections like a bar put in your arm. It's like a little metal pole. I think it's metal. I don't even know what it's made out of. Does it go away? Does it just stay there? Does it dissolve? I don't know.
The wrong man.
How does that do anything if it is just metal?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is it metal or is it like a plastic that like slowly
metal.
dissolves?
Maybe.
And like, do you get to put it in your arm? Like, do they say, hey, where's like the least, like the most convenient place to put it?
I think
you know what I'm
for
saying?
the release,
yeah,
it has to be in the arm.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah, it can't just go anywhere in the body.
It can't go anywhere?
Yeah.
They're not like, all right, where should we put this? Like, where would you not feel it?
Mm.
So I feel like on the inside of your arms, like a decent place where it's out of the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, whatever goes under there.
Not much. Not much is going on under there.
Books at dinner, maybe.
Books at dinner. Maybe when you're making farting noises when you go like this.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. Just straight off the cup.
But there's the pill, obviously. You can get an injection. There's like a one-time injection for like...
One time?
I don't know.
Lifetime?
No. Like one time every few months.
Yeah.
So a monthly injection.
One time the rest
So
of
it's a
your life.
one-time monthly injection.
Yeah.
Yeah,
here you go.
look.
I've just Googled it. Contraceptive implants.
Okay.
That's not it. Yeah. So it's definitely a thing. But...
What are their
metal
names?
Bar? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is a metal
How
bar.
does the implant work? The implant prevents pregnancy by... Okay, we don't need to know that. Okay, now it's just talking about how contraceptive stuff works, you know?
Just like blocks hormones, basically.
Who wants effective, long-lasting, you know? Who may not be able to use the implant. Oh.
Is there
Will it hurt?
Is there anything about sexy singles in the area?
No, not on here.
Oh, okay. Wrong type of site.
Yeah, no, look. It has a little diagram. Well, not
Oh,
really
cool.
a little diagram, but it is like a little bar. You were
That's
you were
so
right.
weird.
Yeah.
So
that
does
is
it?
super
Does it?
weird.
Can you give us a quick rundown how it works? Does it say
The implant is 4 centimeters long and made of plastic.
4 centimeters?
It is inserted just under the skin on the inside of the arm. This must be done by a doctor, obviously. The implant steadily releases a small amount of hormone. This helps to prevent pregnancy for 3 years.
Damn.
Well, look,
Not bad.
you're female, yeah?
Yeah.
And you're thinking...
I mean, no, but yeah.
You're a female, right?
Yes.
No, you are? Yes?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. You are?
Yeah, I am now.
Okay.
Yes.
So, you're like, do I have a daily pill, a 6-month injection, or a 4-year bar that you just put in your arm? What are you thinking?
Hang on. Can I call a friend?
No.
Oh, shit.
You're a female.
Oh, shit.
I think probably... I don't know.
I think I would go to the bar. If I was a girl, I would go to the bar.
But 4 years is a long time. What if you like find someone, you're like, oh, can you get the bar taken out?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, if you're like
Is this
ready
one of
to
those things you
have
just-
kids or something.
Just pull it in and out
Yeah, maybe.
at your own leisure.
Yeah.
It's like a little pocket.
You just, when you're regularly shaving.
Have you seen one of these things in someone?
Yeah, I felt it.
Oh, that's
One of
weird.
my mates' girlfriends has one, and she's like, "Yeah, you can feel it if you want," and you just like poke her like bicep,
Can
the
you
side
see
of her
it
bicep.
sticking out?
No, not really.
It's just more of a touch.
But it's more like it's kind of deeper. It's like under the dermis or something. I don't know what skin very well,
I'm amazed.
but
I'm beyond
it just like
amazed.
sits in there.
That's incredible.
Bloody bioengineering, mate.
It would be pretty convenient.
Oh, it'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
Hmm.
Well, if anyone has a bar in their arm, let us know.
We're now a contraception podcast,
Yeah.
so we'll go through and review them all.
We will review your contraception choices.
Next week we're like crushing up the pill, being like, all right,
Let's
we'll
see how this
let's
goes.
see how this goes.
What happens when a guy has a pill? Probably nothing, hey?
I would imagine nothing.
You've had it before. You're a female.
Yes. Well, I can't tell you because I'm a female.
Fair enough.
I don't know the
Fair
effect it
enough.
has on guys.
Yeah, Mike, I'm married now.
I heard you told me this, and sometimes
everybody.
you're like, you'll tell me things before the podcast, and I'll be like, what? And you're like, don't worry, I'll explain. it.
You have another
So he
thing
just-
written on that page.
So he has another, like, he just writes down heaps of stuff and never tells me what they are.
Because I know what
And
they
now-
are.
now-
It's just for me to remember, not for you to.
Okay, we'll go on.
So I'm married.
Yep.
That's it. That's all I need to do. No,
Isn't it?
I'm joking, obviously. So I was at work
Mhm.
at a grocery store, and we get truck drivers, and they deliver stuff.
Yep.
And I have to unload it.
A truck full of mail order brides, perhaps? Oh,
Every single truck driver, no kidding,
it's an old human trafficking joke.
they're all characters. Like, they're just all unique.
Yeah, it's
None of
because they
them-
sit alone in a cabin all
None
day.
of them are NPCs.
No,
you know what I mean? None of them
they're
are just
all,
like...
they're all main characters.
Then yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're no like just ordinary dudes. They've all, you know, you can always like see like, I remember this guy. He did this one time. Anyways, this guy comes in. Haven't
Yeah.
seen him before. You know, casual. What's going on? How are you? Good. So I'm unloading the truck, doing my thing, and he's like, and we got to send back pallets and stuff back on. I was like, hey, do you mind if we send these back with you? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah. Have you got $50 I can borrow as well? And I'm like, nah, mate, I haven't got anything. He's like, yeah, that's all right. Are you married? And I was like, nah, I'm not married. He's like, yeah, because a married man wouldn't have $50 either. And I was like, okay, cool. So then I'm loading it back in.
Sometimes people say things to you,
It's the most
And you're
random
like-
thing.
and you're like,
What?
how do I respond to this?
I'm like-
you feel like you're put on the
This
spot.
is like the first time I've talked to this dude. Like this. We weren't having a conversation up until this point.
Yeah, right.
So I'm putting you back in, and then he goes, you know, are you not into girls, are you? And I was like,
Because you're not married.
I was like, no, like I am. So he's like, well, what's stopping you then? And I'm like, I don't know. I was
Yeah.
just like, I don't know, I guess. And then he goes, so how long have you been married for? And then I'm like, 0 years. Intended, like,
yeah,
you know what that means? It means
Yeah.
0. Like, I'm not married.
yeah.
He goes, oh, congratulations. It must have been a COVID wedding. And I was like, oh my God, this dude. And I was
where's-
like,
it's-
I was just, at this point, I was like, yeah, we had a COVID wedding. There's only 5 of us. He's like, oh, really? Anyone could dance? I was like, no, we couldn't dance. he's like, oh, that would have, he's like, you would have saved some money, but I'm like, yeah, saved heaps of money. He's like,
but you can't have $50.
yeah. I was just like, this conversation is just like, I can't be bothered. I just can't be bothered. And then at this point, I'm signing his paperwork and I'm like, all right, cool. See you later.
Surely, is he
I think
like,
he was taking the piss a little bit.
yeah, but you can
then
never tell.
But like, I just don't know. I just don't know.
Just
Have you ever had older people talk to you about marriage in such a, like, You can just tell that they just shouldn't have got married and they're just really depressed about it. Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, sometimes.
I've had one guy at my work go, he like just turned to me and goes, "Don't ever get married. Don't ever get married." And I was like 17 at the time, and I was like, "Okay, all right."
Shit,
He's like, "Yeah, just don't do it, man. It's not worth it." I was like, "All right, cool, thanks." I was just like, "All right." I mean, maybe it's cool for other people, but maybe you just got the. But yeah, anyways, long story short, I'm married. We had a COVID wedding.
Yep.
There's only like 5 people. Saved heaps of money.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Congratulations to me. Right?
Yep.
I was there. Congratulations.
I can vouch for Sean.
Yeah. You can vouch for me.
Yeah. People like that are weird. I don't like.
But these truck drivers, they're just all just so unique. They walk in. There was this one dude. He was probably about 40. He was like kind of short. Had the fattest chain. Just this huge gold chain and a bum bag on.
Aussie?
Yeah. And I was like, this is hilarious. I'm like, this is so funny. They're all super nice, but they all just like...
They're a little bit unhinged.
They're all just so unique.
I reckon you can't do a job like truck driving. They all seem really social. Yeah. They love to chat.
They have to, because they're by themselves the whole day.
Yeah.
So when they pull up, they're like, and then all you say is, "Hey, go on, mate." He's like, "Oh, yeah, mate, yeah, pretty good, you know." And you're like, leave me alone, leave me alone.
Shit, I don't have $50, please.
Whereas me, on the other hand, I've been talking to people all day. So then it's like, I don't want to talk. I just want to do this.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, well, you married?" Yeah, but it's just funny. It makes the job entertaining, which, to be fair, but just a really weird conversation I had with this dude. It was probably like, and then he started going on about the weddings he's been to. And he's like, yeah, I went to the wedding the other day. You know, there was about like 150 people. And, you know, everybody could dance, you know? Everyone was allowed to dance, even though we weren't meant to. And I'm like, "Oh, you cheeky, like, get out of here."
Everyone was allowed to. I think he's confusing it with everyone was allowed to with everyone did.
But anyway, everyone did. Yeah. But yeah, it was just like, married, weird questions from truck drivers, you know? I mean, I wouldn't mind being a truck driver for a bit. I like to see how it goes.
I'm currently the new guy in a faculty at a new school. So, like, I'm a lot younger than anyone else there. Yeah. The next oldest is 38.
Do you have some adult conversations?
I'm 22.
How's the adult conversations going?
Not too bad. I've been too busy to kind of, like, talk to... Okay. Or, like, it was a bit busy today. But they were just a bunch of old blokes. But this gets me to my next topic.
Wait, which one? This one?
The one about being half homophobic.
Okay, can I just read out what you've written down on this page?
Because I didn't tell Sean what this meant.
Because it's funny, because it's like, you write out what the whole topic is.
Kind of.
But I just write like 2 words to remind myself what it is, so I can explain it.
No.
So you've written here, being half homophobic is weirder than being full homophobic. So take it away, Michael.
All right.
I'm curious.
So... This is kind of like a 2-parter, okay? And I want you to chime in because you probably know people like this.
Okay.
It came up initially when the whole, you know, Australia had the plebiscite, it's basically a survey to see.
That was a few years ago.
It was a few years ago now.
Whether gay people should get married.
It was to pass gay marriage, or not even to pass gay marriage, just to see if we wanted to.
Yeah.
Most of Australia said yes, I think.
It was
majority said yes.
Yeah.
Close to 60%.
It was close to 60, yeah.
But it started up a whole lot of conversations, like, in my family and in circles and whatever.
Yeah.
And I find that a lot of people are homophobic, but they're like half homophobic.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might shut my door before I start this.
Wait, you want to pause it for a minute?
Yeah. Okay. So what I mean is people that they justify their homophobia in a way that's like not fully homophobic. Like, they kind of try back it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They try and state reasons for it.
Yeah. So, an example, someone in my family, I'm not going to name who, older, obviously.
Well, you have, okay.
Older person in my family.
Yeah. That eliminates one person.
They have been, like, very rarely, but also, like, enough to remember, kind of outspoken against the idea of gay people getting married. And this came up around the time of this like plebiscite. Now, just recently, my mum was watching RuPaul with my little brother.
So RuPaul, what's that?
RuPaul is a drag queen.
Ah, yes.
And there's RuPaul's Drag Race, which is like a competition.
That's right, we talked about that.
It's like MasterChef, but for drag queens.
Cool.
It's a great show.
Is it?
I'll watch it with my girlfriend regularly. It is very entertaining.
I reckon it would be.
Right? And I'm fully getting into it.
Yeah.
Like when because I was so like, I don't understand anything about this world.
Mm.
But by the end of 2 episodes, you're referring to like all the drag queens as her, and you're like, yeah, I don't know about those colors with you're judging them.
It's
you're
like when
involved.
you watch like a home renovation show,
and
you've never renovated
all of a sudden you're
before,
an interior designer.
those tiles, man, I just don't really think it's bringing the house together. You know what I mean?
So you get fully into it. I'm like, I'm invested.
You're
I like
set.
it. And my little brother was watching it, and my mum came in, and like my mum's pretty old school, but she's not typically the type to sit down and watch a show like that.
Yeah.
But she really enjoyed it and found it quite entertaining.
Yeah.
And it got onto the conversation of like people in our like family and extended family. And my mum said that this person that I was referencing before, or talking about before, used to hang out with a group of gay people at a gay bar. Like they were close friends. And yet that same person's
turned him off.
been outspoken,
person off.
been outspoken in the past about like, why do they need to get married?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
So it's like, I find that situation where it's like, you're friends with gay people.
Mm.
You've shown them like love and affection in like a social setting before.
Yeah,
like you're mates with them. You've made conscious choices to go and hang out with them because you like them. And yet you're here being like, I just don't get why they have to get married. I don't see it. Like, you know, why do they need to get married? Why does it matter? You know?
It's like the exact, that half like...
Being half homophobic is way weirder than being full homophobic.
Look, I voted no. They shouldn't get married. But I love gay people, you know? Hang out with them all the time.
Got no problem with them. I'll never be mean to one.
But
why do they need to get married?
I don't think they need to get married.
I can't get it. I don't get it. Because if someone's... Look, believe what you want to believe. But if someone's full homophobic, then I'm like, okay, you're full homophobic. Like, I get it. You don't want anything to do with gay people. You don't like them. You're instantly against them. Like, you might even like yell at them or whatever on the street. But at least I get that you are against gay people.
You're not
as a concept.
You know what I mean? Those fence riders, they're like, oh,
I don't get how you can be like...
It's a yes or no question.
Yeah. But I
don't
guess,
justify your no.
I guess you can say that I am the same in other regards. So it's like if I might not like someone, but it doesn't mean I'm rude to them.
What other minority do you hate, Michael?
Just
are you gonna name it here?
No, just like rude people, like in general. There's people that I don't like, but I don't treat them any differently because I don't like them.
True.
But it's like those people who are weird.
I get what you mean because there's people that like. When they hate them or they dislike them, they will actively like make it obvious. Yeah. And they're like, oh, I can't be in the room with that person because I don't like them. Yeah. Whereas with me, and I think it's the same with you, there might be someone where you're like, oh, I don't really like them. They're not really that. But you still like, oh, hey, what's going on? Like, you'll just still whatever.
And this sort of like, I feel like this sort of thinking extends past just gay people and like into the community of like LGBTQ
LB
plus. I think that's all the letters.
Square, circle.
Whoa.
X.
I think that's offensive to some
Is it?
people. I think so. I can imagine it would be.
Hey,
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I'm not a triangle, mate.
Nice one.
Hey,
fuck those triangles, bro.
No offense.
No offense to any triangles out there.
But like, it
extends
to that general like group. Now, comes as my second point. I'm in a new faculty, bunch of older blokes. It's very blokey. It's just industrial arts. It's the boys. But I'm the youngest. The next oldest is like 38, and then there's like a 45 to 50-year-old, and then they're all like 60.
Really?
And one of the older blokes said to me today, I was wearing this shirt that I'm currently wearing.
Very nice shirt.
It's just a stripy blue,
bit of orange,
black,
bit of navy.
white. Yep. And he said he's like, be careful wearing a shirt like that. He said it, so this guy said it, and then another guy says, "Yeah, he might call you gay." And I was like,
"Look,
what?" and then he said he called me gay for wearing a pink shirt once, like for wearing like a salmon polo. And then a guy that initially said,
"Don't watch out for that shirt.
Watch out wearing a shirt like that," and he's like, "Nothing wrong with that, but it's close." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Is it the colours you wear gay now or something?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Pink is gay. Colours is gay. Fashion is gay, Sean.
Bro, what? I actually, now that he mentions it, that is a super gay shirt.
It's pretty gay.
Because I tell you what, the gay flag is striped rainbow, and that's striped.
Some of the colours of the rainbow.
Some of the colours of the rainbow.
Yeah, it's not grey.
So, Michael, you've fallen yourself into that. That's just your fault.
Yeah.
You know?
I should have fired back and be like, well, you know what your colours are? Depression. Ooh, unhappy marriage.
You're dressing like
60.
you're dressing like a triangle right now. I ain't gonna lie. And he's like,
Pretty square, bro.
Yeah.
But then he backed it up with like, look, there's nothing wrong with it.
No, look, there's nothing wrong with being gay.
Nothing wrong with it. It's just that the shirt's kind of gay. And I was like, what the fuck? What are you talking about?
You know, whenever a conversation starts with like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with being gay. Whatever they say afterwards is just
going to be
something
homophobic.
Be so stupid. You're just like, what does that even mean?
I was just like I don't care. Like, I'm not one to be like offended, or I was just a bit like, I don't see.
I'd be lost.
I don't see where this is coming. Yeah, I was just lost. I was like, where's this coming from? But it's not the type of person like you don't want to fucking question it. You just kind of like, whatever. Like,
yeah.
And, you know.
In those situations, I'm sure you've seen that before, but the best thing to do is you say you don't get it.
You double down. Yeah, or I just double down. I'll be like, oh, I can't, like, I'm going to make you uncomfortable tomorrow then. And like, just like kind of.
Full pink.
Yeah, you kind of like, you put him on the spot.
Yeah.
And, like, you got to show him that you don't care what he thinks.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, this is just him.
Yeah, the
whatever.
best is to do like.
He just wants to wear that.
Effective way is just to be like, oh, I don't get it. What do you mean? What do you mean this is gay? What?
Yeah, saying.
And he's like, it's because it's like striped, and it's like, well, I don't get. What do you mean? Like, I'm confused.
Yeah.
He's like, because gay people, they wear colorful colors, and you're like, you hate gays. Got it.
Yeah.
He's like, no, that's not what I mean. There's nothing wrong with being gay.
But I think what it comes from is like, this guy, he's from the generation where like, he's a little bit, what's the word? Insensitive, in the sense that like, he doesn't even realize that could be offensive.
Yeah. I mean, what if you
to
were
him,
gay?
that's such a normal comment growing up. Be like, you're gay, you're wearing a pink shirt.
Yeah.
But I think also there's a sense of like, he's doing me a favor by telling me. He'd be like, you look gay, as if to say, hey, be careful.
Hey, just in case if you weren't gay.
If you ran into someone that actually didn't like gays, not like me. I like gays, but you just look gay.
Oh, love the gays.
We've said gay so much.
Me, gay. Look, gay boy right here.
Give me a cock.
Yeah. Look, I'm a gay lover. You know what I mean? Love the gays. But other people, they don't like it. They don't like the gays. You know what I mean?
Hey, it's a sense of like, maybe he's trying to do me a favor.
I have a gay time every time I can get my hands on one.
In saying, he's trying to do me a favor in saying that like, hey, other people out there that are less accepting than me might think you're gay, so just be careful.
I'm a forward thinker. I think forward.
He's looking out for me.
No, but just imagine if you were gay, right? Imagine if it's just like you rocked up and like, you're wearing normal clothes because like, gay people don't wear, they just wear whatever. He just walks in and he's like, that's gay. And you're like, excellent, I am gay. And then he's like,
thank God it worked.
He's like, I love gays. Nothing wrong with being gay. Shouldn't get married.
Then you just say, hey mate, you have a really good gaydar.
Yeah. You've nailed it.
And then you insinuate that he indeed has a good gaydar because he's looking out for the gay man.
Yeah.
He's trying to support them in their endeavor.
He's just looking out for the straight man.
And he loves
You know what I mean? He's looking out for
Not that there's anything wrong with liking dick.
There's nothing wrong with liking dick.
As a man or woman.
Either one. You know what I mean?
Either one.
Yeah. Hey, look, he's just out there. He's just looking out for the straight man. You know what I mean? He's looking out for that blue collar, that blue collar straight man that no one's ever looking out for. You know what I mean?
Who's out there fighting for the straighties?
Yeah. I don't see any straight parades. Where's that going on?
Where's the...
If you were going to a straight parade, you shouldn't wear that shirt because that's gay ass. I tell you should do. Whenever you see this guy, what was he wearing that day? Do you remember?
Just like a black or like grey polo with some cargo shorts and runners.
If you ever catch him wearing a different color.
So plain.
And like anything, even if it's just like a green, like a dark green.
He has a Nike tick on his shoes that's a different color.
You're like, dude, you are riding that fence right now, man. I'm so confused. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were gay right now. Just saying. Just saying.
Hey, you're so brave wearing those shoes.
Wow, that's brave.
And he's like, why is it brave? I don't get it. He's like,
Bro, there's a gay shoes. Well, you actually have gay shoes.
I should wear them.
You should wear the gay shoes.
Look, I if I wore those types of shoes to like those types as in like a run, like sneak kind of.
Well, those actually are gay.
They're like
shoes.
Vans.
They're Vans.
They're volleys.
They're volleys.
But I never wear volleys or Vans to school. I wear boots.
Nah, I wouldn't.
So
there's a guy at my work who has Nike just like joggers, but it has a one of those codes that you scan on the shoe, and you scan it, and it takes you to a running playlist.
It's kind of cool.
Running shoes.
That's kind of cool.
Decent idea.
Yeah, I have one of those on my boots.
Imagine if you could customize.
It takes you to some gay porn.
Oh yeah, nothing wrong with being gay. I'm just in case.
Yeah.
Someone was gay.
Yeah.
Like you can scan this if you want, anytime you want. But imagine if you.
Oh, thanks for the movie recommendation.
My favorite. I like this one.
On next week's Netflix episode.
Yeah. But imagine if you like. I don't think the guy customized it, but imagine if you customize your shoes with your own little.
There must be a company that does it.
Surely. Put a little VR code there. Let's just scan it. Takes you to...
Tell you what would be fun?
What?
We could easily buy some plain shirts with a pocket.
And put a VR
on the
code.
pocket, some iron-on QR codes, and wear them on a night out. And we can make the QR code whatever we want.
That is so stupid, but I love it. It would have to be like...
Oh, we should do it. It opens up a Spotify link to Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up. And we'll rickroll them.
Yeah, rickroll them. Or it could be like a... I don't know. That opens up a whole bunch of opportunities.
This is such a great idea.
I'm thinking like... Everyone, like you get like 5 or 6 dudes.
How cool
everyone has a VR code.
Yeah.
And it, like, if someone scans it, you get like, you vote for them. And whoever gets the least amount of scans throughout the night has to... That
would be fun.
Has to do something. I don't know. But then it's just like...
Yeah,
that would be really funny.
That would be lots of fun.
They're like, oh,
I feel like
just scan it.
When we're...
It's a good icebreaker.
When this podcast finally blows up, maybe we should select, like, arrange a line of... Do a line of shirts.
With
that
VR code.
Have QR code, just QR codes, no writing on it, nothing, so people can scan it, and all it is like it just takes us to a random link that we think is funny. So
imagine scanning it. It's just like a photo of like a monkey or something. It's like just monkey with a banana.
It's the fat Yoshi meme.
Yeah,
it's just a picture of that on Google Images.
It's just some monkey like eating a banana. Speaking of monkey. Got another topic change.
Okay, topic change.
Go. Godzilla vs. King Kong, bro. Who's winning?
Okay.
Nah, put your bets in right now.
Without getting... I think...
I know the movie isn't going to have them both fight and one of them die. Like, that's just almost a guarantee.
Well, do you want me to give you a little hint?
I already think I know what's going to happen.
In terms of scale...
I already think I know what's going to happen.
Okay, do you want to say?
Oh, wait.
Just quickly.
Wait, you say.
All right. In terms of, like, from the trailer... Godzilla and King Kong are the same size.
Yeah, I swear in like the actual thing.
So
Godzilla's like so much bigger than him.
So here's the thing.
Kong was climbing the Empire State Building.
That was in the old movies.
Yeah, but then Godzilla's like the size of the building.
The Empire State Building.
But obviously now they're the same size.
Well, they don't think it's the original Godzilla from the other movies.
They think it's Mecha Godzilla.
They think it's Mecha or like a baby Godzilla that's like on a rampage. And Kong has to fight it, and then the big Godzilla will come in later.
Oh, that's a decent idea.
Or Godzilla, after the last movie, died.
Yep, there's a new one.
And then like his baby new one came up, and then they're fighting because they're like both babies.
Yeah, so in the trailers, they were mentioning like some old war, and they're like fighting the war or something. But Mechagodzilla is basically like robot Godzilla, isn't it?
Yeah. Because in Kong Skull Island, Kong is he's like a baby then.
Was he?
He's like a baby, yeah.
Oh.
He's so big, but he's a baby.
He's bigger now.
So his parents, he's now like an adult. So
yeah, I actually think it's Godzilla small. Because in the trailer...
He's way smaller, yeah.
Yeah, in the trailer, they were fighting on an aircraft carrier.
Yeah.
And then I was watching like a video and like clips of Godzilla, the new-ish one that came out a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
He was like underneath the aircraft carrier going in. And, launching the boats. He's huge.
He's huge.
He's massive.
Yeah, he's massive.
That's so stupid, bro. Godzilla's going to win, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think.
We'll see.
I don't think one of them's going to die. It's going to be some twist at the end where it's like, oh, that isn't the real one. Nah, you prick.
I want at the end big Godzilla to come back
and just stomp
And King Kong will sit on his shoulder like a parrot, like a baby bird.
And he goes, flick me. And then he flicks him.
He flicks him into battle.
Yeah.
He fights a 3-headed dragon.
Yeah, that's going to be weird. It's going to be a good movie, but I like that. Yeah. Have you seen the second Godzilla?
Yes.
Have you seen American Psycho? Did I ask this last question?
We talked about this last episode.
Last episode.
I haven't seen American Psycho yet.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to have a deja vu because I did ask that last.
We got to be careful not to go into movies too hard.
Don't talk about movies.
I think at the end of WandaVision, have you been watching it? No. Okay, never mind then.
What were you going to say? We talked about this last episode as well. You're talking about WandaVision.
Because it's the new series on Netflix.
Yeah.
But I figured we could just give like a quick 10-minute review.
All right, give me a 10-minute review on WandaVision.
Oh, it'll be like 2 seconds. So far, it's a slow burn, but in the last 2 episodes, it's really stepped up. It's really, really good so far. And I think it's not. I don't think Wanda's actually behind it. I think someone else is.
Behind what?
Her neighbor.
Cool.
Boom. You'd have no idea what I'm talking about.
What I'm talking about.
Anyways, if you've been watching that, that's
for
that's
someone who has never seen the show and isn't planning on it.
Yeah.
Is there anything that's happened so far that makes you go, this will come up later, another movie, another such and such?
Not just. Yeah, maybe.
What is it? Just spoil it right now.
Spoil it?
If you're going to click the...
I'll get this out in about
15 seconds.
15 seconds. So skip it. 15 seconds. Right. 3, 2, 1. Now, the Quicksilver from the X-Men universe gets recast in Wanda's like serialized TV episode drama.
Okay.
As Quicksilver, her brother from the MCU.
Okay.
So it's leading to like a multiverse theory of like maybe the X-Men coming into...
I swear, didn't they recast?
MCU.
Isn't there an X-Men movie coming out?
No, not anymore.
Okay.
They're fully done. They're bought by Disney. All right, anyways, done.
All right. Was that 15 seconds? I think that was pretty quick.
Yeah, it was pretty quick.
Good job.
Anyways.
Smashed it. Tom Brady.
Super Bowl.
The GOAT, bro. Just
you watched the Super Bowl for the first time this week? Or for the first time?
It was today.
Ever. It was on today. How was it?
It was actually quite entertaining.
Our friend from America, can you just like provide some context to us on Messenger about how big the Super Bowl is in America? Like, does it stop the nation?
I'm pretty sure it does.
Is it like the Melbourne Cup in Australia?
Well, the Melbourne Cup doesn't really stop the nation, does it?
Yeah, that's what they call it. The race that stops the nation.
Yeah, but that's like advertising. Do you really stop and watch the race?
I have for the last few years.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Full on?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I think I was at Bunnings the last time it was on.
Uh-huh.
And they literally, if you weren't on a register serving customers, they said to come into the break room and watch it.
Yeah. I've been at work when they did that before. Yeah.
Yeah, it's huge. Melbourne Cup's huge. But anyways, does everyone watch the Super Bowl?
Yeah, so basically, I've never watched NFL. I've never really cared that much. I know surface level amounts. I know probably like 1 or 2 teams.
Yeah.
And I watched it today with friends that are very into the sport.
Yeah.
People that have played before. So I was getting like the rundown on what's going on, what's happening. And it was great. I was in it. I came super late. I came in like the 4th quarter.
Oh, really?
So like our team was already winning.
Was it close?
No. It was like 31-9.
Is that a big score for NFL?
A touchdown is 6 points. So fair amount ahead. But what was interesting to me is hearing about Tom Brady, because I've heard about Tom Brady before.
He's a huge name.
I've heard of him
I knew
before.
he was just a really good NFL player. I didn't know he was like the Michael Jordan of NFL.
But he's like incredible because he's won. You mentioned it before. He's won. This is his 7th win
of the Super Bowl.
Of the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and he's won more than any of like the actual teams.
Yeah.
So some of the I think the highest amount a team has won is like 3 or 2.
Yeah.
He's won 7 times.
So he's switched clubs a few times.
Yeah.
And he's made it.
He's made it 10 times and won 7 times.
I think he's been playing for like, how many years has he been playing for?
He's won a Super Bowl in the last 3 decades. So I think he won in 2009, obviously in the 2010s, and then now he's won into 2021.
Right.
He's like 45.
Yeah, he's old.
So he retired at the start of last year, before the season started.
Yeah.
Then he came back out of retirement for like he was retired for a week. Came back out. Yeah. He's like, all right, I'm going to play again. Started playing, and everyone's like, he probably won't. He might, but he might, and probably not. And then he did. He won the whole thing. Smashed
He's a freak. Something like half of... So, if you don't know, any Australians, the Super Bowl is... Because America's so large, they split up the sport into like 2 competitions.
It's the same with the NBA.
The same with the NBA. So they have an East Coast and a West Coast competition. and then the winners of the East
one.
Coast and the West Coast verse each other in a match of like East versus West at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And that's what the Super Bowl is.
Whereas NBA...
So it's the best of each side of America.
Yeah. The NBA has their championship, but that goes over 7 games.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl is just one game. It's
just
winner takes all kind of thing. And I heard that they have East and West, but then they also split it into quarters.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I heard it once. I'm not actually sure. But I'm not going to go into
They might have like brackets within their comps. So it's like each quarter versus and then they verse. They mix it. Yeah, I don't know.
But once I got it explained to me, the sport, I was like, oh, this actually isn't too hard to follow. I was a bit like,
it's not really, is it?
It's like basically one team's like going, and then if you pass 10 yards, your tackle count resets, like in NRL, you know, you get 6 again. So you get four
tackles, 4 downs.
Yeah. And if it's the 4th down, and I think it's like after the 4th down, you have to kick it regardless. Same with like the 6th tackle, basically. Right. So they have to kick it. So basically, you know, they hut the ball.
Yep.
And if you throw it and you get past 10 yards,
yep.
It's not first down. It'd be still first down when you move up.
Yeah.
But if you don't get past 10 yards, it'll be second down and you go back to where you started.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
Something like that.
Right.
So
you basically get 4 opportunities to make it
to
10 yards.
Similar to NRL. But what amazes me, and we've mentioned this before, I'm pretty sure, was that there's offensive teams and then there's a defensive team. So there's like 100 people on a team. And they swap out, whether you're defending or attacking.
It's like 30-something players on the field,
and it's just crazy because it's like, dude, you could be like, I don't know, like these guys are probably really good, but like, imagine being like one of those 100 dudes that just come on for defense and just like hug a guy for like the whole game, and like you don't really touch the ball or do anything, and it's like, cool, you get paid and you won a Super Bowl, good job.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I don't understand it because it's a super competitive sport.
Yeah,
and the elite players are so fit.
But it's like...
But they legitimately run...
But they only do one thing.
They run, like, hard for maybe 30 seconds max.
I don't know how they get tired.
And then they have, like, a 2-minute break. Unless
you're, like, one of the, like, tackling guys, like, at the front, and they, like, clash.
Yeah.
Unless you're one of those guys, I can't imagine the other ones being so... actually, maybe a bit of running. But what's weird is that, like, in almost any other sport... Well, all... the other sports, you have to be good at both. Soccer, attack, defense. At like basketball, attack, defense. You just have to be good at. No, obviously you're better at one than the other. But you have to have the full game. Whereas American football, it's like you just run and catch the ball. That's all you have to do. You don't have to tackle. You just run and catch the ball. You just tackle. You just hold the person there. You throw the ball.
It's crazy,
and that's it. I was just like, okay.
Every sport that I've ever played at training, it's all about like ball handling skills.
Yeah.
And like you pass the ball.
Yeah.
And like soccer, you go and you kick the ball for practice. But there's like you can train for NFL a whole season without touching a ball at training because that's not your role. That's so fucking weird.
It amazes me how you could play in the Super Bowl, not touch the ball. Probably don't even play. I don't even know how it works.
Yeah.
But you just and then they still get heaps of money and stuff. It's just crazy.
I don't really get it either.
Maybe we're in the wrong sport. Maybe we got to do NFL.
Maybe we're doing it wrong.
Maybe we
super boring to watch though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so slow.
Super slow.
Yeah.
There was 5 minutes left, and I turned to my mate. I was like, "Surely this is it, yeah?" He's like, "Oh, I don't know. They usually go in like 30-second intervals." And I was like, "Really?" And then I watched. Like, guy got the ball, threw it, went out, time stopped. And it was like 30 seconds. And I was like, okay, I understand that this takes a while to
go.
But it's like, but it is still entertaining. But I wouldn't watch like a game to game. Like I wouldn't watch like a regular.
You couldn't be into it like full time.
But if it's the Super Bowl, it'd be like, yeah, who we cheering on?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Get it. I get it.
I was like, give me the rundown. Who we getting? Who we going?
Who was playing in it? This Seahawks
Kansas City versus someone. But Tom Brady won. He won his 7th.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was actually quite interesting.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But even like the halftime shows are ridiculous. You know what I mean? They're huge.
I think he's made it to 11. He's won like 11 championships of his coast or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So he's made it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I thought he's something like that. So he's always part of like the winning team or like the top 2.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's just a machine.
And it's just like, it brings up a good question because I was asking them. I was like, like my friends who are into it, I was like, look, like he's obviously the GOAT. Like, is he actually, like, is he the best out of like everyone that's ever done it? Like everyone?
Yeah.
And he's like, they're like, yeah, pretty much. Like, he's just the best, like the best ever. And it's like, oh, it's just interesting. Crazy. Because it's like so many different sports, you can name like the best that's ever done it. You know what I mean? Cricket, you got like Don Bradman, you know, you got like NBA, basketball, you got like, it's a few names tossed up there. But it's like, who's the best NFL? And they're like,
well, apparently, there's a bit. I sometimes am the person to like ask the question of like, but in today's world, how good are they? If you took prime Michael Jordan and prime Kobe Bryant or like LeBron now, like, could you like, would he be an outstanding player still?
Yeah,
or would he be like? Would he maybe be on par with the best, but not leagues ahead like he was at the time?
Because there's so many new rules and regulations.
And same with Don Bradman as a cricketer. But apparently, like, if you look at statistics and like the math behind it, it doesn't matter if the average skill levels increased, because at the time it was still as difficult in relation to like the experience they could have. Yeah,
it's like basically. Like, if you have someone's like, say, double times better than everyone he was with. Yeah. But then when you bring him into real life, like up to like now standards. Everyone's standards are up. Yeah. But they're also, but he was, it's like times in, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I know what you mean. Yeah. Nah, interesting.
Yeah.
Decent sport to watch. I was like, you know what? This looks like, it's one of those sports, I was saying this, I was like, you know when you watch a sport, we've mentioned this before, you watch a sport and it looks like sort of easy to do. You're like,
yeah.
Look at this. And I'm like, this looks hard. Yeah, like, this guy's got the ball and like there's dudes running at him and he's like trying to pick someone out. Yeah. I'm like, that's tough to do. And then you throw the actual ball out the front and you're like, how do they throw it 200 yards? You know what I mean? That is the thing that's confusing when they're like, the ball has to go past 10 yards. I'm like, how far is 10 yards?
It's 10 meters.
Is it?
Yeah.
They were saying it's like 8. And then someone said 15. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
How long is the American football?
I think a yard is like 3 feet or something. So it's a bit less. I don't know. Because like in soccer, there's a 10-yard box.
Yes.
But I don't think
is that the 10-yard? Nah, no way.
Yeah.
That thing's tiny.
No, that's 6-yard box is the goalkeeper's square.
But then the full box is probably about,
I don't know,
yay amount of yards.
I wouldn't know.
Yay amount of yards.
Give or take a few yays.
Give or take a bit, a couple of the yays.
Now let's talk copycats.
Surely we say this for the gossip segment.
Or no, this will be good gossip. Yeah, okay. We'll
do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about your Bridget gift.
Yeah, I just want to say quickly. I don't know if she's listening. So it was my birthday last week, and she got me as a present like one of these really funny books, and it had a whole bunch of gross would you rathers. Right. It was like real funny, like we'll read, and they were just like heaps random. Yeah. I didn't bring it today, and I promised I was gonna read it, and like it was a really good topic. I was gonna bring it, but I forgot. So I apologize, Bridget. Next episode, I'll bring it, but it's really funny. It's like really gross ones. It's like, you know. Like, you can imagine, eat a cup of scabs or chop your leg off. You know what I mean? Which one?
Yeah, I would lose my leg instead of
would you?
Eat a cup of scabs.
Really?
Yeah, no.
I'm just talking. Yeah, no. Yeah. Oh, but we have...
also, on the weekend... So, on the weekend, we're hanging out on the weekend. So, I think after we hang out, we're going to go...
Are we hanging out on the weekend? Ew. I'm going to hang out with you.
You asked me to.
Yeah, I know. What was that?
We're gonna go Subway.
Oh yeah, baby!
And get that thick boy sandwich.
Let's get that thick boy sandwich.
Should we do? It's kind of towards the end of the episode. Let's do our Subway review.
Let's do our Subway review,
and then we've got a gossip section.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull it up now.
Yeah.
This is by Clinton. Thanks, Clinton.
Your
sandwich is being reviewed. Footlong Italian herb and cheese, classic,
standard.
Chicken schnitzel, cheddar, toasted.
Okay.
Spinach. Carrot, onion, olives, jalapenos, garlic sauce, blue cheese, little chili, and pepper.
I feel like that's a lot of strong flavors.
Is that 2 different sauces? Garlic sauce and blue cheese?
Yeah.
Wow. That's balls to the walls intense.
It's intense. Blue cheese is a really strong flavor. So is garlic sauce, and so is jalapenos. What was it? Olives as well.
Olives, carrot, onion, spinach. You had me up until spinach.
There's not enough contrast.
There's not a lot of compliments. Like, it doesn't complement each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How does garlic sauce complement blue cheese?
I don't know.
You know
Maybe it does. Maybe we're crazy.
But like, see, that's the thing.
But there's no contrast.
We could
there's
be
no
crazy.
like contrasting complement to, like, there's no freshness to flavor. You know what I mean?
You know what?
You want like savory with like some fresh crunch with the salad.
Like, you get lettuce because it adds freshness. Not that it tastes nice.
No, because it just like it breaks it up.
But see, we could be crazy. We got to try this and be like, oh, this actually tastes really good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like if we started buying these
we
and
would
working
change
our way
opinion?
through them, we might might have a different opinion.
So what are you going to give it out of 10?
6.
6? That's a positive score. I was going to go 4.
Actually, no. Now that you say it's a positive score, 5. I think that's right bang in the middle.
5 is bang in the middle.
There's not enough contrast. To bring
4.
it up, you need to get some capsicum in there. Get some fucking...
I'm going 4 purely because I don't think those two sauces complement each other. And I'll say, I don't think I've said it. I think I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I'll say it every day until I die.
Yeah.
Carrot on a sandwich sucks.
Yeah,
I don't care.
it's okay.
I don't care.
It's
I don't
okay.
care. I honestly don't care. I don't care. It sucks.
It's not as bad as they say. Don't listen to it.
It tastes all right, but you can't taste anything else.
Good for your eyesight, though.
Carrot sucks. Carrot sucks. Carrot sucks.
All right.
On a sandwich.
All right.
Other way, maybe in a salad.
It's also a really bright color, and that's kind of gay.
Oh, you're wearing orange right now.
Ooh, shit.
There's nothing wrong with being gay. There's nothing wrong with being gay. But I just hate gay shirts. You know what I'm saying?
What size Subway sandwich do you get?
The smallest one you can get. You got me stumped.
Hey, it's pretty straight, my man.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Whatever the straight amount is.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I get.
So can I have the different roll? That one's a bit bent.
So Clinton, so you're going 5.
5.
I'll go 4.
Because I don't mind some of those flavors. There's just not enough contrast.
I'll go 4, bro. Sorry. 4 out of 10. You suck. You stink. Yeah, 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
So that's 5 overall.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So we got more gossip.
Yeah.
Not
What's
about, but this is from our American viewer.
Okay.
Did you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I've seen it. It's pretty intense.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Is it about the same?
No, this is completely different.
New work gossip, though?
It is. And this is what
Catherine, you're pulling
me.
through. You're keeping this podcast afloat.
Catherine, where do you work? You know what I mean?
A jail.
Like,
just a little bit of goss floating around.
I
got it.
So she goes, you guys ready for this week's gossip? And I said, yes, please. Tell me now. She said, my co-worker once OD'd and had to be resuscitated in the ER and still came to work that night and didn't tell any of us.
What?
How stupid is that?
What a trooper.
I said, oh Lord, why on earth would she do that? I thought it was a girl, but it's not. And when did everyone find out? And she said,
you just recover? You don't just recover from an overdose. You're still high.
The overdose was an accident. Someone laced his stuff, and I'm not sure why they didn't just call in or try to get covered. We found out a couple weeks later.
Bro.
Do you get a raise when that happens? Surely.
Danger money. Working off your face.
Surely it's like, yeah, boss, I came in, didn't call in sick, hand it over. Give me a couple dollars extra. Give me a bonus.
You get to keep, instead of 20% of your tips, take 30.
Take 30.
Thanks, boss.
Boss.
I can now buy a can of tomato soup for dinner.
Don't they keep all their tips?
Don't know. No, it's very common that the managers steal tips.
I thought in America, like, their system was like waiters get paid little amount, but they keep whatever they like. You're meant to tip. You know, in America, where it's like you have almost have to tip.
So I think the hospitality uses that as like leverage to say that they shouldn't have higher wages because they get tipped, and that makes up the difference. But that's like counting on an inconsistent income
when you
of like whether you might or might not get paid. But it's very common that you have to either pool tips, like pull them all in together and then disperse them.
Yep.
Or sometimes the venue just keeps them if they're an asshole.
where you used to work, did they keep the tips?
I had to give 30% to the managers or to like the bar and kitchen, and then that would get dispersed between the bar and kitchen hands.
Yeah.
But I got to keep 70% of my tips.
Oh, that sounds like a massive headache.
It was pretty easy. Like,
imagine you just get like $20, like 70% of 20. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You keep $14.
Like, they just round it down. So
okay.
it was just like whatever.
No, like it would work out, but it just.
Or I'd throw in $5 like and not care, not really worry about it.
What the hell? Someone OD'd. That's just so stupid. I mean, it's not stupid, but.
Do you know anyone that's overdosed?
No.
Neither do I.
I've known people who've.
And we know people that do lots of drugs.
I've known people who've, like, people have gone freaked out. I've known people who've, like, called ambulances and stuff, but I've never gone to the hospital.
Never overdosed.
Well, usually when you overdose, doesn't that imply that they died? Isn't that what that means?
No, you just overdose. Like you had too many.
You just overdose.
Sometimes, if I have a real bad headache, I'll take 3 Panadol instead of 2. Technically, I've overdosed, but I haven't really had any bad negative effects.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what
So you just take too much.
Yeah.
That your body can like comfortably handle.
Well, yeah. Maybe you can use that at work. Be like, boss, I overdosed last week.
Yeah.
I had 4 Panadol and I still work.
Have you ever heard of microdosing?
Yeah.
And it's like taking like
taking
tiny
small amounts of things.
and it's just like you function during your day like a little bit high on LSD or something.
People do it like night shifts and stuff. I know friends, not friends that have done it, but friends of friends who used to work night fill and used to take cocaine in the middle of the night to stay awake.
Microdose cocaine.
Yeah. Just like little bits. Microdosing shrooms, LSD.
Yeah.
People do that sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like a hassle. It's like a pill. Why don't you get a bar in your arm of mushroom?
Well, I'm pretty sure.
One mushroom in there.
Yeah, it releases a little bit of cocaine into your system every few hours.
Feeling heaps weird. For how long is it? 4 years?
Yeah.
Just
I can't remember. I can't remember if it was Catherine that told me this, but maybe another American person told me that.
I really know one.
In Colorado, the
weed is legal there, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is now. But it gets so cold on the mountains that a lot of people take up alcohol and they like sip alcohol throughout the day because it keeps them warmer.
Yeah,
it like raises their body temperature.
Have you ever had have you had Fireball way at the snow when it's cold?
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, well, even Fireball, not even at the snow, but like
you don't even have to have
you
Fireball. It's any alcohol.
Well, like almost anything that has a burning sensation makes you hot.
Yeah.
Well, not like sweaty hot, but
petrol.
But like the inside. I usually take up a bottle of diesel, but each their own. You know what I mean?
I swallow diesel and then light a match, open my mouth, throw it in and swallow. It doesn't even touch the walls of my throat. Goes straight down to the stomach.
Yeah. See, people drink alcohol.
Warms the soul.
When it's cold, I usually just wear more clothes. You know what I mean? I know it's a bit strange.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
But yeah, people drink alcohol. I used to just put on an extra jacket. Each of their own.
Each of their own.
You get pulled over by the cops. You been drinking tonight? You're like, yeah, it's cold. And they're like, I understand. Have a good day. You
ever heard a cop say, hey, how many jackets are you wearing?
Only 3, sir.
Step out of the car, mate.
Step out. You can't hold the wheel properly. You know when you wear too many layers and you like can't move?
Yep.
You understand that?
So you didn't turn on your blinker? I couldn't reach it.
Oh, fair enough.
You
do your thing, brother. Have you seen that video?
You can't see because the collars are coming so far up your face from the front.
You have 3 hoodies on.
Yes.
Have you seen that video of what's that show where they like RBT? You know what I mean? RBT. Yeah. That guy got pulled over and he had an open bottle of Jack Daniels in his like side beer.
Did he blow 0?
He blew a 0.
It's still illegal.
Yeah, no, it's illegal to have open bottle. So he got fined for that.
Yeah.
But he was able to drive away. So that they're like, have you had any alcohol? He's like, yeah, I've got this Jack Daniels right here. And they're like, oh, why'd you do that? That's so stupid. He's like, yeah, I got to drive back to Sydney. And then they're like, oh, we'll breathalyze him. Obviously, he's going to come up. And it was just straight 0.
That's crazy.
And they're like, and they didn't have any like.
I want to meet this man.
Yeah. And there was another one I saw a clip of. This guy was just cooked. Like his eyes rolling back. Like he just was not on planet Earth at the moment. Blew a 0. And then like, I'm pretty sure they didn't have a drug test or something. So they had to let him go.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think that's...
Well, they got him out.
Sure, you can arrest someone on suspicion of driving under the influence.
You can't arrest someone because you think they're on alcohol. If you've taken the test and it's 0, no, you can't.
That's how suspects work. Oh, we think you've done the crime.
Oh, I think you've done the crime of being gay. You're under arrest.
Why would you? What?
You can't just go up to someone and be like,
Sorry, there was no setup for that at all.
You can't be like...
You just bought it out of nowhere.
No, but you can't just be like, I think you robbed that person's car. You're under arrest.
Yeah, because you're a suspect.
I'm sure you don't get arrested. I'm sure they might just keep you there or something.
Well, then they can just do that till they drug test you, surely.
No, you gotta wait scot-free.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I'm certain you can't get arrested because they just think that you've done something.
I don't know. I'm familiar with the RB, but not the T.
Look, mate,
So who knows?
I'm a dedicated lawyer.
Are you?
Yeah.
You know they're popping up.
What, lawyers?
Experts in the fields are starting YouTube channels now. Dr. Mike, MD. Have you seen that bloke?
He's
a real handsome man.
Oh, of course.
He's
you're wearing those gay shirts. Look at you, Michael. You silly boy.
You wearing blue? These are my scrubs.
Gay boy. That Mike.
What you gotta check my temperature as I bend over. Go on, check my temperature. Little gay doctor boy.
Whoa, doctor. Are you putting your fingers on me checking my pulse? That's kind of gay, bro. I don't want any
my
of that.
pulse isn't up my ass.
Gossip.
Yes.
Gossip time.
Oh, that was gossip.
No, we got extra gossip.
Oh, we got extra gossip. Go. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll take this one.
Yeah, you take this one.
Okay. I'm not afraid to say it. Meow. As you know, Subway Review. It's been a big part of our podcast, and it's kind of what
couple episodes.
It's what brought us to fame, if anything.
We're on the verge of blowing up.
We have... So, I might tell a bit of backstory. We started our podcast, and then a few weeks, like 2 weeks after we went live with ours, a couple of people in the grade below us at school started a podcast. Now, I want to make it very clear. We don't care. We're like...
We never cared. They do completely other stuff to us.
Yeah,
and if anything, it was great.
They talk about very different things. Yeah, it's great to see creatives creating things.
We didn't start this we didn't start podcast. This isn't a new thing. So if someone else made one, it's like, okay, you do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's all good.
We're not the gatekeepers of podcasting.
There's no shit. Yeah, exactly. Anyone can make a podcast.
Anyone can make a podcast, but not as well as us.
Hey,
Triangle Boys.
Anyways, this was all well and good. Until
No, basically what happened was we had Subway Review. It was sort of our thing. I made up of it. Well, we made it up on the spot while we were doing this podcast.
We did.
We're like right in with yours. We didn't take it from anywhere.
We posted that episode.
Literally the next
evening.
Next evening, a story comes up. Hey, send us in your pizza orders and we'll review them.
I don't know.
Look, I'm not pointing fingers.
Slotcast, what's happening over there?
But all I'm saying is...
You need to fire your manager.
Sounds awfully
familiar
to Subway Review. Look, we didn't make it up, but I'm just saying...
Let's give them the benefit of the doubt and say that the entertainers on that podcast didn't know. Okay. And it's their manager / boss pushing ideas on them that they didn't know were plagiarized. That's all I'm saying.
Hey.
That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I'm all for people taking ideas and flipping them around, but, I'm just saying.
Worst blokes. Nah, they're alright.
Honestly, gayest dudes I know. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, sure. Look. Well, we don't want any. It was just something. I remember I messaged you.
You're like, what the hell?
I was like, I messaged you. I was like, have you seen this? And you're like, yeah, what the hell? I was like,
I don't know.
Come on, guys. Come on, man. Look, sounds familiar.
And we wanted to
we
wanted to jokingly post something publicly about it, but we were like, this is going to come across as shady, even though it's not. Like, we don't really care.
To be fair,
we just thought it was funny.
Have you listened to any of the recent episodes? They might have had the review and they might have said, hey, we got this from another podcast called The Young Crumbs.
To be fair, I didn't listen to it.
Yeah, I didn't. So they might have given credit. So
maybe we are the worst journalists.
We couldn't be giving them the most amount of shit ever right now.
We're terrible journalists.
So we apologize if that's happened. But
let's cover our asses just in case.
Yeah. I actually feel like they might have done that. I feel like surely they would have done that.
Yeah.
But anyways.
I don't listen to their podcast.
Look, if I'm honest, I'm not sure.
I did listen to a few. If I don't know if any of them listen to ours, but I did listen to a few at the beginning.
Well, they definitely follow our Instagram.
They do. Well, we follow them on Instagram, so.
Well.
Oh, true. So they would have seen it. Yeah, look, they're the worst.
No, look, I'm not shitting on their idea, but when you go to Subway, you're making your own sandwich. when you go to Domino's or Pizza Hut, you just sort of pick what's there. You know what I mean?
Let's do a little role play. You ring up.
Hey, who am I ringing?
You're ringing Domino's. I'll be Domino's. All right. Hey, this is Domino's. What would you like to order?
Hey, how's it going? Am I able to make my own pizza? Oh, they hung up on me because you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to do that. Because
thank you for listening.
So stupid. You know what I mean?
Let's just end it.
Nah, but like, it's just like, look, all right, here's a bit. Look,
all right, go on.
I'm this podcast.
Yeah.
All right, message me your Subway order.
Okay.
What's your Pizza Hut order.
Pizza Hut. Oh, can I have
hey, it's a barbecue meat lovers.
Can I have a Supreme?
Wow. What do I rate that? I might rate it at 4 out of 10 because I don't like Supreme. With double meat. I'm like, what? I don't know. Anyways, thanks for listening to the Young Crimes podcast. This is episode 45. I've been Sean.
I've been Michael.
You can follow me at Sean_Wall99. That's at Sean_Wall99.
You can follow me at MOB_Y_Dick. That's Moby Dick.
That is Moby Dick.
Follow the Young Crumbs podcast at the Young Crumbs podcast. No underscores, no spaces, no dots on Instagram. They're all on Instagram.
If you've listened to this ranting, can you message us and say...
Fuck them.
And can you say, I hate Domino's? Thank you. That's all.
Thank you. That's all.
That's all.
Have a good night.
Bye, everybody.